What about your music and your music career? Do you
Mhm.
think that was on the backs of word of mouth as well?
Hell yeah, I started my shit with, bro, I used to perform in the living room with the cable fucking Comcast remote as my microphone. I practiced there first. Dig what I'm saying? So, and that started from, and I don't know, I'm not even just talking about fans, because when I used to do the ciphers in like certain battles, those aren't necessarily your fans. That's a crowd that may not particularly play and stream your project after you finish that freestyle. But I feel like once I had my first show, and my first shows was at festivals and like mixers and shit like that, outside of open mics. But it started with the open mic. But the open mic started with like, okay, I used to pull up to the open mics. I say we're at a low, we'll go deep. I say about like, at a low, I say 20 people. At a high, we'll do 50. This back in the day, Smalls, when niggas was pulling up wild deep. And that was easy back then. I don't know how the fuck we was doing that. It wasn't even group chats yet. But me and Dunk used to have 50 each. You know what I mean? But I used to try to do 25 niggas, 25 girls. You know what I mean? So I felt like I started off, I always tell people, Small, I started off with 50 fans. I started off with, I knew it was at least 50 people I could have pull up to the front of this club and we'll mob this bitch. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you could start with that, you could multiply. From there, I started multiplying it. I started having people like, damn, he got a movement. Whether it was the DJs, the people in there that was judging the events, some of the people in the crowd, like they'll start respecting it. They're like, okay, this nigga got bitches and he got a bunch of wild niggas with him. You know what I mean? And then of course it's your duty to kind of move around and move, the right way. But I feel like you could build fans that way at a small scale. But nowadays, like say like this, Smalls, if you go to somebody's Spotify right now and you see 50 monthly listeners, you're gonna laugh at them. Yes or no?
I take my
I'll take
personal
my
opinion.
personal, yeah, got you. Nowadays, if somebody go to somebody, they'll go to somebody's Spotify, size them up. They got 50 monthly listeners. Ah ha ha. My nigga, I'll take that 50 and flip it. I would. You know what I'm saying? I try to find them and flip it. You know what I mean? So I think that, but nowadays it's like, yo, if you don't got 100,000 monthly listeners, you ain't. It's crazy that they look at it like that now. But back in the day, bro, you pull up to the club with 50. It was only certain niggas, bro. I can't even name more than 10 people that was doing that back then, Smalls. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was to name all the niggas in the street that was doing that, I'm gonna say us, Arrogant Music, in Atlanta. I'm talking about Atlanta. Duct Tape, Lil Hot in them, rest in peace. Lil Hot used to come through deep as a bitch. Franchise Boys, The Shop Boys, Travis Porter, Waka in them, Slim Duncan in them. Jesus Christ, don't get me fucking started. Grand Hustle, them niggas my wild deep. Like, those are the niggas they had movements. Like, they movement was like, it was insane. Like you don't want to touch one of them niggas while they moving out. Cause you might not make it home. You know what I mean? Cause there was just so many people. So I think that shit really, like, that shit is dope.
What about CTE back then?
Oh yeah. But what Big Meech and them was doing, because I don't want to discredit their time. They had the biggest movement I've ever seen in my life. But to their credit, CTE and what was Big Meech's team called? The fuck was their movement called?
BMF?
Fucking BMF. Their movement was before our time. We had a movement after that was, you know what I mean? So I think when all the gangsta grill shit, we was kind of coming up. So when CTE and the movement, I remember Vegas Nights was popping. So yeah, we was a little bit after that. We were still young. We was kids. We was in our, probably teenagers for real. When G's and them had their movement. So we wasn't, whenever Big Meech and them was dominating the clubs and like, whatever day they fucking threw 100,000 at Magic City, I was not there. You know what I mean? I'm not that old yet. I'm getting there, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in my 30s. Them niggas probably like 48, 50 right now.
Now, sidestepping here on the subject of Spotify monthly listeners, you personally have 338,000.
Yeah, my shit went down, bro. Yeah.
What do you think about that number?
It is what it is. I want to get, bro, I was at like,
most you ever seen?
I was at like 538,000, something like that. Yeah. But it always does that when I don't drop an R&B album. I hate that. Every time I drop the rap album and get back around 300, 400,000, I do the R&B, it jump back up. Because now the girls come back out. You know how that shit be, bro.
Now, also sidestepping here when it comes to open mics and or showcases, what's your opinion on that for 2025?
Damn. I feel like the open mic is dead. No shade to anybody doing it. And artists, if you up and coming, still go do it for multiple reasons. You're gonna meet people and work on your craft on stage. A lot of my craft on stage, which people give me a lot of credit for, came from open mics. Came from the living room to the open mics. I had to learn how to work that stage. I used to make a mistake. We used to go up there and we used to mob on stage, bring everybody on, like we go up there 50 deep, everybody on stage. I'll never forget this. My big homie Paul Leo, he said, "Why you got everybody up there?" I said, "What you mean, nigga? We going crazy." He was like, "Bro, if I come in there, y'all look like a bunch of unprofessional niggas, because if you ever did an award show or a real stage, they can't go up there. They can't go up there." He said, "This is what I want you to do." I said, "All right, I'm listening, big homie," right? He said, "You, your hype man, DJ, maybe y'all go up there. Your people you mobbing with, put them in the crowd. So now, if an A&R or somebody come in the building, they think these your fans. They like, oh, this nigga lit. Now they know the words. They wearing y'all t-shirt. These niggas look like hard ticket sales." I had to learn that. And I learned that at doing that shit at an open mic, and the motherfucker telling me, "Y'all got too many niggas on stage." All my artists, stop doing shows with all your niggas on stage. And I get it. Sometimes when you bring in a nigga from the hood, he lit, he drunk, he wanna be right next to you. Have the game plan before y'all go in there. Let him know, hey, the spotlight not gonna be on you, but I'm gonna take you with me when the time is right. All the niggas you mobbing with, I don't give a fuck if it's a little pistol shooter, your shooter, whatever. Have everybody from the hood in the crowd and have them turn up that same energy from the dance floor. It's gonna look good. Them judges gonna like it. The people coming in that's not coming to see you gonna like them. Be like, them niggas look official. And it's gonna make the people in the crowd feel lame because like, damn, why don't I know this song? Why am I not turning up? I don't wanna be the nigga not turn up. Fuck it, I'm about to turn up with these niggas. And I had learned that shit the hard way. And it looked good for a minute because all the people that didn't know no better, they liked us on stage looking crazy. Cause that's what, Walking them was going crazy with that shit back in the day. Like everybody was on, none of them niggas was on the dance floor. Like that shit, cause they would start on stage and then they would end in the crowd. It was insane, bro. But yeah, I miss those times, yo. That shit was fire.
When do you think open mics and or showcases died, if not 2025, and why?
I think the internet killed it. The internet killed the open mics because a lot of the elite talent felt like they could skip over that process and go straight to the internet and just do it via telephone and create and fabricate the numbers to fool fans or get fool real fans or gain real fans. What also ruined it was the people doing the business at the showcases. They were giving these fake promises. They weren't professional, making people wait all night. It was taking all night to perform. You go in there, you sign up for an open mic, you wait all night. Now the bulk of the crowd done left because a lot of the people that's in the crowd at open mics are coming to see somebody that's performing. Now the nigga with the big, say a nigga walking there like us, we going there with 50 niggas. I go on at 1 o'clock, you go on at 2:30, nigga, we leaving. So now you like, I ain't doing this shit no more. So, and then I think a lot of that with the people that was doing the showcases, there isn't a lot of things that's beneficial. Like when we did Battleground Mondays, a lot of the benefit was you had a cash prize, you networked, and you ended up on a radio station. Now, it ain't even cool to be on the radio no more. Nobody give a fuck. Who the fuck is listening to the radio? All these girls got their own playlists. You can't force nobody to listen to what you want to listen to now. So I think that hurt as well. But the internet killed showcases and open mics because now your elite talent is not going out of their way to stand up all damn day to perform in front of, bro, why would I stand up the whole night, Smallz, to perform in front of 200 people? That's luckily if they got that in there. When I can literally post some shit tonight and I could go on my shit and realize 1,000 people just looked at it in 5 minutes. You think I'm going to your showcase? Now you kiss my ass. I'll stay home with my baby, my kids and shit and do it from my phone. You know what I mean?